Before the show, let's hear from today's sponsor. Are you feeling sad, happy, or some other human emotion? Wish you could see new colors like blorange? Do you wish that everything gave you pleasure? Then come on down to Fabius Bile's House of Brain Surgery. Let me tinker with your thinker, doodle with your noodle.
Fabius Bile made it so everything makes me horny. Yesterday I stubbed my toe on the coffee table and ejaculated all over the living room rug.
Another satisfied customer. So come on, remember, it's not a labada me without a labada you.
Hey, everybody! Oh, wow. I'm glad we have that as our sponsor. Oh, they really sell it with the lot me without labada you.
I heard one time he just shoved a Lincoln log up a guy's nose, and that was it.
Like, oh, well, I guess that's the intro to part 2 of Trader Legions.
Part 3. Who
Part
knows
3?
where we are?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. All I know is Fabius Bile. Oh, God. Thank you to Fabius Bile. Let's talk Emperor's Children. Let's dive right the fuck in. Oh,
boy.
talking about a complex individual. Probably one of my favorite characters.
Fabius?
Almost like an anti-hero at this point. I really think that may, in a serious moment on this show, I think that may actually end up being kind of Fabius's thing going forward. He may end up being the anti-hero that saves the day. Granted, it will be through horrible methods to get there.
I mean, his go-to plan is like, all of current humanity is imperfect, and it's kind of just it's not good enough. So I'm going to replace it with my new man, and that's kind of his plan.
Why are there heaps of dead space marines in your lab? Science can't progress without heaps of dead space marines.
I had to know what was going on inside their heads.
I had to
why'd you have to
carve
up 17 of them? That one, you just refined that one down into some kind of like space cocaine. I need space cocaine to focus. I can't work in these conditions.
Oh, so if you don't know Emperor's Children, they're led by Fulgrim, who is now just a big-titted snake demon.
He was like the Lance Bass of the Primarchs, and I don't fully know what that statement means, but I stand by it.
I'll go with it.
Their whole thing, they started out so good. They were all about being the best. Well, actually, this is a good moral for everybody out there. Don't try so hard, because in the end,
they were supposed to be the chosen ones. They were supposed one of the ones that the Emperor trusted the most was Fulgrim, and he did the most awful things.
Now I'm just imagining Fulgrim. Hello there.
Every time I think of Fulgrim, all I ever think of is fucking Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard.
That is.
Meanwhile,
Fulgrim.
Meanwhile, Ferris walks into the room while he's doing. He's like, God damn it, dude! Fucking put a sign up on your door or something when you're doing this shit. Jesus Christ! No one needs to see that.
You've
see your
twisted
doodle.
my brain right now, because by doing the whole "you were the chosen one," I'm thinking Ewan McGregor now Buffalo Billing himself in front of a mirror.
You mean not Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen?
They're Hayden Christensen. Well, no, because the "you were the chosen one" is what Ewan McGregor says.
That's true.
Oh.
But Anakin is the one who definitely looks more Fulgrim in that aspect.
I don't think Anakin's got anything to tuck at this point. Also, that's a Star Wars deep cut.
He's got a, 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 little over roasted sausage. There's an image for everybody.
So
It's a family show.
So Emperor's Children, their whole thing, it cracks me up because at one point, Fabius, they have like a disease. I think they called it the blight that was just ripping through their legion and just mutating people and killing them.
Yep.
And like Fabius, he has it, but he's like, "Oh, you sir, you look sick. I need to treat you. Come into this room with me." And then like Fabius and a healthy Marine would go into his back medical office, and then Fabius would come out with a little bit of blood on his. Yeah, he couldn't be saved. Like, Jesus Christ, man. He went into, like, he said his knee was sore. What the fuck? No, he couldn't be.
Knee cancer. It was knee cancer. Cancer of the knee. Yep. Can't do nothing for that.
Got it from planet
once it gets in there deep.
I-5.
You're fucked.
Had to take him out before it could spread any further. So Fabius was just harvesting organs and whatever else he needed to keep himself going.
Is that bone dust on your nose? No. It's whoa, woo! It's dirt and debris from the battlefield. We are in a laboratory right now. Yeah. It was his dirt.
I'm teaching mice how to use small nuclear weapons.
Yeah. Controlled. They're controlled in my lab. Don't worry. We're all safe. We're safe. Hey, look over there. I like the idea of Fabius always getting caught when he's doing something really egregiously wrong, and him just going like, "Yeah, look at over there. That's like a really interesting bird, isn't it?" And everybody turns to look at the bird, and he just like hustles away. There's nothing there. Vaudeville.
Like, Fabius, are you harvesting other people's organs? No, why would you even say that? Actually, come on back into this dark, secluded room with me and we'll have a proper discussion. Go to find out, the lieutenant was very sick. I had to take him out. I'm a hero
again.
Even
infected all of you.
Yes, I'll take another medal. And then, during
But those are his medals. Yeah. Whatever. I need medals.
Well, then, like, pre-heresy, there's this whole thing where Fabius goes to Fulgrim, who was all about being better and better, more perfect. You can stand up straighter. You can swing your sword harder and more true. They were focused on, like, nothing was good enough. He was just that, no, you must do it again and do it better. No, your shirt is a little untucked from your pants, and it was like everything had to be.
Boss, stop rubbing your nipples when you tell me to do it better. It's really disconcerting.
Yep. So with that, like Fulgrim, Fabius came to him and was like, these space marines are pretty good, but like almost like a Tim Allen, like, what if they had more power? And Fulgrim's response,
jamming lawnmower bits on him. Here's a little 2-stroke engine, just fucking shove it up his ass, see what happens.
and Fulgrim's response was like, Fulgrim's response was literally just, "Okay, but don't get the cops called on us."
Yeah, be cool, bro. Be cool.
It was one of those where they just kind of looked at each other. And, what you're saying is a heresy, is it not? I don't know. Who am I to say? Indeed. Who would either of us be to say? Like, it was this very uppity. It was basically just, don't get Dad mad at me.
There's that extra Emperor's champion in the room going, "You guys are totally talking about heresy. Hey, is it Bill? Come here, Bill. I need to give you your annual checkup. We'll do it early and for free. It's okay. Come on into my office."
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess, I have this little kink in my neck. And
gonna need those eyes. And your tongue.
I can smell your healthy kidneys.
You got ear, nose, and throat cancer. Come here.
Fabius, you're looking really, really swollen around the midsection. You just been, how many kidneys you got in there? Never worry about it.
I think going forward, we also need an episode towards Fabius Bile. The man is just that fun of a character to dissect. See what I did there? So anyways, a little enough about Fabius. We love the guy, but like Fulgrim, he was the Primarch of the Emperor's Children. and he had the name escapes me, but it's the demon sword that he had. Didn't know it was
The
a demon
Lear
sword.
Blade.
Yeah, the Lear Blade, and that was a Slanesh demon, and he went from very pretty, very striking man, very perfectionist, to giant titty snake demon monster thing that rapes a lot.
It's a hell of an end to that story.
I mean,
yeah, like all of the other demon Primarchs, he just kind of fucked off onto his own little demon planet. And in Fulgrim's case, I guess you could take that literally. And it's like a pleasure garden.
I can see Fulgrim just like hip thrusting all the way to his new planet, like ha 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 ha. Just like, what is he doing? He's not the hero we need right now. He's the hero we deserve.
Yeah, you should. Fucking Genuine's pony just starts playing real quiet at first and just gets louder and louder.
Oh shit!
But yeah,
one of the biggest falls of them all. Like in all honesty, and as the lore goes, he was the unexpected fall. Like it was always supposed to be Khan, Jagatai Khan, White Scars. He was supposed to be one of the betrayers, not Fulgrim, and there's a whole story to go into that too. So,
yep.
Again, more stuff that we'll talk about down the line. I'd love to do episodes on each Primarch, but we're not going to do that here today.
Yeah, but I love that the Emperor's Children, unlike the Black Legion that changed their name, like they were the Luna Wolves,
then the Sons of Horus,
pre-heresy, like before they had their Primarch. Yeah, they were the Luna Wolves.
Yep.
Then when Horus claimed them, reunited with his legion, yeah, they become the Sons of Horus. And then after the Horus heresy and Horus died, Abaddon took over and changed them into the Black Legion. So some of the legions kind of have that trajectory where they change a little bit of what, depending on what their name was before. Like obviously Horus is gone, so Abaddon wanted his to be kind of expunged from all history of the Legion, and you're no longer the Sons of Horus. You are the Black Legion. The Emperor's Children, their name came from the fact that they were so skilled and impressive. The Emperor went to them and said, "You truly are my children. You have proven yourself to be above the rest to a level in which not only shall you are able to bear the name Emperor's Children, they were the first legion to have like the double eagle, the Imperial Eagle, like Aquila,
the Aquila
iconography."
Yeah.
So I love the fact that post heresy now, when they turned traitor, they kept it as this mock, like this mocking,
like a big giant fuck you. Like,
yeah. Oh, you gave us these gifts that you know, quote unquote, like this title and iconography because we are your children. Well, it's like the, oh yeah, Dad. Oh, look at me now, Father. Look at me now, Dad. And they
you want to go, old man? You want to go? You want to go? I'll take you on right here.
And they're one of their war cries is still for the Emperor, but it's always said, unsure if assumed to
for
be
the
a mocking
Emperor?
gesture. Oh, for the Emperor.
Dicks. You can hear the Black Templars across the battlefield. Dicks.
And then every traitor legion has its own kind of unique, your own traitor marine that's unique to that legion.
Willy Wee.
Yes. So for world eaters, they're corn based.
Berserker.
Corn berserkers are theirs. Melee juggernaut, crazy guy. And then you have
choppy.
With Nurgle, you have Death Guard. Their Nurgle marine unit is the Plague Marines, who are basically giant bloated rotting carcasses in rusted armor that you can blow a hole through and it doesn't matter because they're just jelly on the inside now, and who fucking cares? And they're just going to keep coming at you. And then they're going to fire this weird gun that shoots poisonous snot on you, and that's how they got to go to war now.
At least you really hope it's just snot.
Yeah. Thousand Suns is one that we didn't talk about last episode.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But they have rubric Marines, and we'll touch on them. We'll probably do a whole episode just on that Legion at some point. But they're essentially spirits that are tied to their spirits are bound to their armor. Like their bodies have turned to ash on the inside, and they're completely sealed in this suit. And they talk about if you penetrate the armor of a rubric Marine, like their soul will escape. So that they have that thing going on. Emperor's
so they got that going for them.
Yeah, right. Emperor's Children. I wanted to go on that whole roundabout so I could get to the Emperor's Children's chosen. The Slaanesh chosen Marine is Noise Marines. And if you can hear me, I don't mean to do it. It's instinctual. I'm clapping as I say it. Like the Noise Marines. My God, I love them. Their whole thing was
Cherry Axe, man.
There is a novel that goes into the first Marines that took up sonic weaponry, is what they refer to it as. They basically, there was the Navy band, if you will. Like these Space Marines would play these sonic instruments, and then there was a demon invasion on the ship where they were playing.
I need to say something here because I really appreciate the idea that the Emperor took all this time coming up with this huge gene seed, this huge process to make Space Marines. A time-intensive, expensive, I'm sure, process. But he still made sure to make sure they had a band. You know, like that's... I want them to be perfect soldiers. But this group over here, I want them to be able to jam out and make us feel empowered when we're going down the lines. Like we need to have a little bit of pep in our step. These are going to be our boys. Like you remember the drummer boy, you know, from old revolutionary times. It's like, I need that, but louder. Sorry, didn't mean to break your concentration there.
No, you're good. But yeah, like they basically, I forget the name of the book, but these Space Marines used these like instruments basically to combat these demons, and eventually over time, the Emperor's Children's whole thing is, as Fulgrim fell to Slaanesh and was consumed more and more with fulfilling his every desire, whatever it may be, so did his Marines. I mean, a Primarch's Legion is essentially their gene kin. They're built from his genetics, so they have this really close bond, yeah. And in some of the Fabius Bile books, they had the newer trilogy that came out. In those books, they're spoilers. There's a clone of Fulgrim that Fabius is like talking with and kind of hiding, and that Fulgrim clone is absolutely perfect. It is a 1-to-1 recreation of Fulgrim prior to him becoming corrupted. He's like,
but he's like 100% loyal, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he's like 22 or something, or I don't know. He's like very young, and Fabius has been basically raising him. And there's a scene in one of the books where that Fulgrim clone comes into contact with Emperor's children that are on the ship, and they see him and they're in awe. And at this point, they are so far corrupted that, I mean, to call a Space Marine human is a stretch. To call these people human, nope.
Yeah, like Space Marines are pretty far-reaching from being human, and then what they have become as Emperor's children, being corrupted by Slash, is even as far as you can get.
Yeah, as I like to refer to Space Marines, they're like 8-foot tall giant flesh golems. They look like people, but they're far from human. But they start acting like their I guess I'll say their true selves, who they used to be. One of them looks at Fulgrim. They look like lost children that have just been reunited with their parents.
Hi, kids, I'm back with the milk.
Yeah. And they're like, oh my god. And Fulgrim, this clone, has all of the genetic memories of his, like, actual Fulgrim. And he even knows of his betrayal, that he actually, like, his clone Fulgrim knows what Snake Fulgrim did, basically. And so he knows who all these people are. And he's like, oh, yes, Lord Phineas, you fought.
Johnny, what'd you do to yourself?
Yeah, you fought with me. Well, he doesn't, but he doesn't judge them. He's like, you fought with me on Rigel 2. And he's like, yes, my lord, we, the blah, blah, blah. And, like, they're all like, oh, talk about me next. Oh, like, what, blah, blah, blah. And these Marines actually start, it's like seeing their Primarch be loyal or acting human.
Right,
It
decent.
makes them become more human. It's like they've no longer, they have I guess they have a new god to, like, worship. They don't need Slanesh anymore. They have Fulgrim for leadership, and those are really fun books to read. It really kind of, I don't know, for me it put Fulgrim in a different light, at least prior to his, because Fulgrim is in those both versions, and it puts pre-Horus Heresy Fulgrim in a different light for me.
Right.
So
it actually shows you, like, what he commanded and how he was revered, and
not
a big titty snake demon.
And I mean, honestly, do I think that for as good intentioned as that clone Fulgrim was, do I think that he wouldn't have been corrupted? I don't know, because some of the stuff in there, you can tell that there's a point where Fabius, as Fabius tends to do, or is wont to do, tries to control Fulgrim. Fabius's big thing is he creates these things and tries to have control over them. And then, to quote Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park, life finds a way. And that's always what fucking happens with Fabius. And he's like, Fulgrim clone, don't go out and, you can't be spotted by anybody, because that will be bad, and I need you to trust Papa Fulgrim on this. Like, don't go out in the ship, just fucking stay in your little hidey hole. And Fulgrim's like, no. Fulgrim does what he thinks is best, and right there is already a bunch of red flags, because if you follow the story of the Horus Heresy and Fulgrim's fall to corruption, it was all because he thought what he was doing was best.
Always the best thing to do.
Yeah. He also had the fucking
never wavered in that either.
The word bearers.
Hey boss, don't grab that sword. Fuck you! I'm gonna grab this sword. It's pretty bitchin'. It might give me the upper hand in taking on Ferris and stuff in our friendly duels.
Yeah.
Oh no! I beheaded Ferris. What have I done? I like the idea of, like, Ferris decapitated, or Fulgrim decapitated Ferris, and then being like, no, he's okay, like, sticking his head back on there, like, patting the neck and all the blood spewing out, and he's just like, he's fine.
Fucking Perturabo comes walking right over while Fulgrim is still trying to realize what he did. You gonna, is anybody using that hammer anymore? Just asking for a friend.
Get out of here, Purdy. Nobody loves you.
I'm gonna blow down your house. Blow your house out. I'm taking the hammer.
So, anyways, who do we got next? Who's our next?
I think we got
after
Thousand Sons, and did we talk about? I don't think we talked about Thousand Sons. I don't think
we didn't talk about Thousand Sons.
Well, let's do Thousand Sons in their own episode.
Yeah.
Same with Death Guard. I don't know if we talked about Death Guard.
No, but they got their own codexes, so I think it'd be better off to talk about those in their own.
Yeah, because I want to do a full episode for Word Bearers when that codex comes out as well.
Word Bearers? You mean World Eaters?
World Eaters.
Yeah, Word Bearers are the other ones we're missing with Logar. That
Logar,
fuckhead.
the son
Fuck
of a,
him.
the biggest son of a bitch. Who was the other asshole from Word Bearers?
Fuck. Argyle? Is that his name? Argyle Tent? Fuck.
Well, there's Argyle Thor, but he was just a chosen marine, I believe.
He was actually pretty good, but he probably should have let him, but fucking shit, I can't think who the other guy is that came out of the Word Bearers. Lord,
I just googled
fucking,
why do people hate the Word Bearers? Erebus.
Erebus, yeah, fucking
two,
Erebus.
Two of the
God
most,
damn it.
Two of the most disliked assholes ever. Fuck.
Because they're
Erebus.
pieces of shit. Fucking Erebus is a fucking Erebus. Why Karn didn't fucking put Erebus down is still fucking beyond me. God damn it, that makes me angry. A fucking bitch in his plot armor getting teleported away moments before death. Word bearers, all you need to know is they're super fucking religious, right?
So
they're super they wanted the Emperor to be worshipped as a god. Emperor didn't like that, so Emperor went and blew up Lorgar's favorite city.
Well, not only that,
fuck you.
he destroyed their this perfect city that they built, which they were like, look, it is praising you. This is like chef's kiss, daddy. We done did it for you. Look at this. You're gonna be so happy. And like Shane said, the Emperor fucking blew the whole fucking thing up.
Not happy.
And then made them stand and kneel on the ashes of the city and bow to the Emperor.
Dude, that is a fucking flex move, by the way. Dude,
it is.
The Emperor was straight up like, okay, yeah, watch this. I'll show you what a loving God does. Beep. Boom. What have you done? Get over there. See those ashes, all those people? Yeah. Kneel down. Bow to me. Pledge your allegiance to me. But don't go fucking call me a god again. Okay.
And I would say, that seems a little harsh. Maybe he could have just told them before. But this was like strike 4 for them. Like,
right.
They just kept doing this.
Yes.
And I get. I guess.
And while we don't have proof of this, but Lorgar was kind of a priest almost in this regard. So he may or may not have been a pedophile as well. Can't prove it outright, but pretty sure he was.
I mean,
being a priest.
They say fiction mimics reality. So.
Erebus. Fucking. Oh.
But
that motherfucker. I mean, Lorgar is the first one to really fall to chaos, isn't he? But I mean, he falls before Horus.
So I believe Erebus is the one. Erebus starts praising, like the dark gods start talking to him, and they're like, "If you," I forget. I believe Erebus converts Lorgar, right?
Yes,
because he basically, at that point, the Emperor breaks his heart. And that's when the Chaos Gods come to Erebus and say, worship somebody.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Let me give you a back rub. It's okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna be okay, bud.
You want to praise somebody? You want somebody to follow? You need a Messiah? You want to create a religion, huh? Well, then praise us. Like we're asking for it. We'll work with you. We love it. This is our thing.
We're not only asking for it. We'll take it.
Yep.
We'll take it hard from you, Erebus.
And then that's when Erebus gets...
Because Erebus is the one who fucking gets Fulgrim, right? He's the one who basically convinces him to take that sword.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at this point, they just start fucking over everything. I mean, they're the ones that get Horus...
But for the Primarchs, I think Lorgar is the first to fucking truly fall.
Oh, yeah.
And then, Horus, and then Horus is... Which sucks, because, like, if Horus had fallen first, because he was so charismatic, that was his big thing. I'm likable, everybody loves me. Of course, people were going to follow me. So when he fell, it made sense how he could convince others to fall with him. Lorgar didn't have that. Lorgar had to work. I mean, granted, Erebus also is responsible for Horus getting stabbed with the Chaos Knife too, isn't he? Like, in a way, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. It's been a long time. But
What's that?
isn't Erebus kind of partially responsible for Horus also getting stabbed by the Chaos Knife that infects him in the first place?
Yeah, the anathema or whatever blade. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, like they started the Sons of Horus. Basically, they started getting these like warrior lodges where they were throwing out rank, and it was more of a brotherhood. And it doesn't matter that you're a higher rank than me. Shane and we did, I forget what they called it, but they had these like oaths that they would take. And it was like a blood oath, basically, of until death. Like, we are part of this brotherhood. And it started getting very like clicky, and I mean, literally, they became like warrior lodges within this legion. And those were being corrupted by other legions. Like, it would be the word
you're
bearers.
one of those guys.
Yeah.
We don't deal with you guys over there. You guys just fuck off.
And
we win battles. You guys just back us up.
Yep.
Don't even act like you do anything important.
And so, like, the word bearers essentially helped steer. Yeah, there was Horus got stabbed by that blade, which was specifically designed to like corrupt him with chaos. And then they were like, oh, don't worry, we'll take him to one of our healing lodges. And that healing lodge had already been completely turned to chaos. And so Horus goes in, and then Horus comes out. Like,
new Horus comes out, jacked up on all that chaos juiciness.
Yep. It's not good. It's bad.
Right.
But the funny thing is for all that the Emperor did to stop the word bearers from spreading this imperial dogma and making him into a god, after the Horus heresy is all said and done, Horus dead. Emperor is a body on a chair.
Catatonic.
Logar had written, it was the book of
supercharged paraplegic.
Right.
No, at this point he's quadriplegic, but whatever.
At this point he's a skeleton. But Lorgar had written the book of Lorgar, which I want to say
he's Christopher Reeves.
Like part of
sorry.
That, no, you're fine.
The Emperor is Christopher Reeves, and late Christopher Reeves after the horse accident.
But, Jesus Christ. But part of this book that he had written, I want to say that it started out as his kind of guide to the Imperium as a religion. Like, this book of Lorgar started as that. Like, when they created that perfect city, and they were bringing, I think it was Davin was the name of the world, but like when they were bringing all that, like these worlds into compliance and doing this, he penned all this stuff, wrote it down, and it now, like, you go to the current timeline of 40K, the Imperium.
They worship him like a god.
The Imperium has become what Lorgar dreamed of. Maybe not running as smoothly as pre-heresy Lorgar would have wanted, but
there's definitely some hiccups.
Yeah, and I want to say that part of like the way that the Imperium runs as this theocracy that they have now, like, have become, part of that was guided by the Book of Lorgar. Like, there's writings from that book. Like, there's something, I don't know if it's from that book or if it's a different manuscript that they're guided off of, but somewhere it says that basically, like, they are using some of Lorgar's teachings to run, like, the heads of the Imperium.
And I don't know if it's been confirmed or not, but with pertaining to the Emperor, isn't it at least theorized that because he's being worshipped by fucking trillions of humans at this point, that's actually what's keeping him alive on the Golden Throne and being powerful enough, because now he's basically ascending to like an actual godhood because everybody believes he's a god, so therefore kind of like how Slanesh got fucked into existence, like literally.
Well,
Like-
it's the same thing as orcs think something is real, therefore it becomes real because their latent psychic energy creates it, even though orcs don't realize that they have this ability, but they do. It's kind of something like that. Yeah, some people in 40K believe that because humanity as a whole is now worshiping the emperor as a god and they're praying to him and they're exerting this latent psychic energy that humans have, because even every human in the 40K universe is tapped in psychically to the warp. That's why chaos gods love to go for humans, because they're an easy portal in. But yeah, because all of the humans are channeling the psychic energy to the emperor, it's actually empowering him with warp energy. So
because he theory at least.
Yeah, so that's like one way where a lot of people try to explain, like in one of the books, they'll pray that the emperor. I pray that the emperor protects me, and somebody gets shot but they don't die, or a bullet ricochets just right, and it's like, well, was this perfect condition? Was it dumb luck, or did the emperor actually psychically, or using his whatever powers he may have left, did he solve that? And when Bobby G goes and visits the emperor, they go into a sealed room together. Nobody knows what happens, but having left that room, he's like, I know what needs to be done. So he obviously, it sounds like he psychically talked with the emperor. So
I'm assuming
there's something going on in there,
right? Well, because Cypher, we're getting way off track.
Cypher wanted to bring that sword to the emperor. I think for something, or you wanted to do something with the emperor.
I mean, I'm going to go quick side note on conspiracy theory, then back onto this subject. I did watch an interesting little take, an explanation video of who Cypher may be, and they think it might be Omegon. Or Omegon? I don't know how to say it. Alfarius' twin brother.
It's like, wow, Omegon.
Because he'd be the only one that could pull off, one, the martial ability of like how he's able to fight and do what he's doing. Two, the ability to disguise himself at will, like Alfarius and Omegon could. Like, I don't know. I liked it. Cool little side note for the Alpha Legion.
Okay.
Somebody's trying to help.
I mean,
anyways,
I
fuck the word bearers.
I love his. You got me on Cypher now. I love in the Dark Imperium books, I think it is. Whatever the books are where Rabute Gulliman, Girlyman, Rowboat Girlyman. The books when he comes back, and Cypher helps him.
Yeah,
and then
fucking gets him out,
and then immediately gets arrested.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, I'll help you get out of here. All you gotta do is let me have a word with the Emperor."
And he's like,
oh. Robert's like, "Yeah, sure, bro. Get me the fuck out of here. I'll let you have anything. Hey, we're out. Cool. So can I? No, you're under arrest. The fuck you mean?" And he's gone. Like, he just escapes again, anyways.
Well, and Bobby G. It's easier to refer to him as Bobby G.
Yeah.
He sees the sword that's on Cypher's back. I forget what the name of that blade is.
But it's Lionel Johnson's.
Is that what it is? It's the lion's sword?
It's the lion's sword. That's what Cypher has.
Is that what is it referred to as that by name?
I don't know what its name of the actual sword is, but it is the sword that was carried by the Primarch, Lionel Johnson.
Okay. But Bobby G looks at it, and he says something like, I don't know what it was, but it filled me with a sickening feeling, or something like that. Like, I love that about Cypher. I mean, it's just, what is he? I mean, even his name is Cypher. I get it all, but I love it. and he's like Danny DeVito in fucking Always Sunny. I start blasting, and Scott.
Yeah. So, anyways, I started blasting. He's definitely a future episode because Cypher's got. I think my only issue with the Cypher thing right now is we had an absolute perfect moment of like maybe progressing the story forward a little bit more, and GW absolutely stonewalled and stalled it, and that kind of annoyed me. So it's like, oh, cool, we're finally going to get to know, one, who Cypher is, two, why does he need to talk to the Emperor, and three, what's going to come of that? And instead they're like, nah, throw him in jail. He escaped. We don't know where he's at. And it's just like, yeah, but that's been his story. He's been escaping. He's been like a mystery. Like, I don't know.
It was it was like a false start.
Yeah. I still think we're coming up on like an end times level event like Age of Sigmar did with fantasy. The end times brought Age of Sigmar. I have a feeling that 10th edition of the actual game of 40K could see that end times level event, like with the Emperor maybe dying, fucking nuking Terra in the process. But I'm getting off track again. God damn it! Why do we always do this?
I mean,
who is next?
Are they going to unplug the Emperor? Is he going to what does that mean? Does he shoot out like an energy beam out of his chest and he becomes a fifth chaos god? Does he just die and a new emperor is born?
All right, if we're going to get on that tangent, like my theory, and I'm sure it probably exists out there. I probably am taking somebody's theory. I don't mean to. It's not my intention, but just
Speak
from
your
what
truth,
I've read,
brother.
read and listened to, the Emperor is a perpetual, right? He cannot really truly die, and on top of that, according to his canonical lore, he was the composition of multiple psychic shamans from like 8,000 BC
from the old times,
who all killed themselves at once at the same time so they would reform into a single entity and soul. So my thought is, if they could do that over and over and over again, these shamans, so the Emperor's only lived one time. We don't really know what would happen if he ever died. Wouldn't he just reform and come back? But the problem is, good old Vulcan, he fucking set up the ultimate doomsday device on Terra.
Mm-hmm.
If the Emperor ever dies, then the whole fucking planet goes up with him.
Yep.
Which is bold, if I may say. Like it's a bold strategy.
You're putting all of your nukes in one big basket.
Very big basket.
But I mean, it makes sense a little bit if you think about the fact that if the Emperor goes and the Golden Throne and all those mechanisms fail, then you have a portal from which demons can just pour out.
Right.
Freely.
Because they broke the webway.
Yeah.
But, okay, so what if they were to capture Magnus, who was originally going to fucking sit on the throne anyways, to keep it powered, to keep the webway open? Like, what if they end up capturing Magnus and strapping his ass to the throne and taking the Emperor off of life support to let him die, resurrect possibly, and see what happens? As long as somebody's on the Golden Throne, I don't think the detonation will go off. It's like the Indiana Jones swap, but with really big bodies. Just like, all right, careful now. No, just jam them on there. I don't know. Interesting if true.
I would love to. It's just like fucking Magnus, just with his giant bird wings. They're just like, get him in the net. Hang on, wait for it.
Got him.
Now, like their bait is like an entire set of like Encyclopedia Britannica. Like, come on, you bookworm nerd bastard. Get him now!
Oh shit, it's just Aramon. Fuck! Why do you have wings on? I just thought I'd look pretty. God damn it!
Unhand me! I'll turn your eyeballs into tentacles.
Who's the last Legion in the book that we haven't talked about? Besides Black Legion, because I don't care about the Black Legion, sorry. Abaddon's a bitch, and I don't really like him as a endgame level threat. He's more online with our Anus Anus, the tainted one, the taint spreader.
Oh, we didn't bring him up in our Emperor's Children.
Oh God.
We got red Corsairs, which I'm going to be honest.
They're red.
All I
and
know about
they Corsair.
the Corsair. All I know
Whatever
about
that means.
red Corsairs were a loyalist chapter that got like blamed for. They're not really a like a chaos legion. They're like a renegade chapter, I believe.
You don't want us in your team? We're gonna go over here then. Fine. Taking my ball and I'm going home.
Their whole thing, I do like their story. I haven't done as deep a dive into them as I have some of the other bigger legions, but the Red Corsairs were a loyalist chapter that they got marked as traitors. And so now, and their home world was, I believe, destroyed. So now what they do is they live purely, they're fleet based, and they're like Space Marine pirates. Is kind of how they operate. And that is
I'll
awesome
show you how to fucking rebel.
Yeah. Like they have their own Corsairs. I gotta look up who their
I don't know
chapter
who
leader is.
their chapter master is.
Huron Blackheart is
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
yes.
Who would actually be a better war master than Abaddon? But whatever. Who's counting?
And then the one thing about Huron that I love, so like his whole thing is he's got this giant. It's called the Tyrant's Claw, and it's kind of like his own ripoff version of the Talon of Horus.
Right.
Which
yeah.
he looks awesome. I've always loved his design. He's got the giant axe, that big fucking like lightning claw, and then he has this little psychic creature called the Hamadrya that is always with him. And
Come boy.
like it's just this like little like I don't know, it's like a little like goblin demon looking thing. Google Huron Blackheart and if it doesn't show up, just do like Huron Blackheart Hamadrya and see it, and it's absolutely hilarious. I love that little thing. Are you looking it up right now?
Yes, I am. I'm currently. Dude, it looks like a Kroot almost.
Isn't it weird?
Yeah, kind of looks like a little almost like a baby Kroot hound. If you ask me, I mean that's what I would label it as.
Well, so are you looking at the one that's got like feathers on its back?
Yeah.
So that's like go. There's like its original model. Yeah, it doesn't have.
Oh yeah, I see. He's got like little wings.
Well,
is that it?
Like,
maybe,
no, there's like one. It's like picking over stones. Like if it looks like a Tyrannid almost, or yeah, like a little Kroot hound.
Oh yeah, the original. Okay, here it is. Yeah, the
where
original.
it's just like, man.
It looks like a fucking demented frog.
It's like he's got weird Schmeagol or fucking Gollum from Lord of the Rings following him all the time.
Yes, my master. He will be Lord of Unterland.
And the way that they have it working in this game now is in 9th edition in the Codex, once per battle, Huron can have the Hamadrya try to use it can try to do a psychic ability one time. It can either do smite or it can do one psychic power from it's like Chaos Space Marine the Chaos Space Marine like psychic discipline. And I like love the fact that it just like you got like a weird skinless little weasel behind him, and then it just kind of like looking at somebody, and their head just pops.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
He's got huge teeth and gnaw right through you. I just okay. So here's what I do know, because I honestly either forgotten or just didn't remember, whatever, or just didn't know that Huron Blackheart was attached to the Red Corsairs. What I do know is Huron Blackheart should absolutely be leading the Chaos. Like, there is no like, if you're gonna have to pick somebody to lead, you're not picking Abaddon. He's terrible at it. Like, he's dumb. He's very dumb. He doesn't utilize his legions like he should utilize them. He uses everybody as like frontline infantry. He uses them like he fucking would treat guardsmen. It's like you don't utilize your Night Lords as frontline infantry. They're your sneak attack guys. You don't utilize your Zerkers as frontline infantry. You fucking put them in Land Raiders, march Zerkers up, and let them out. Like, and yet Huron, there's stories of Huron where he does exactly those things. He utilizes his extra men when he's leading the battle. He's like, yeah, you guys, you're good at this, right? And they're like, yeah, we're fucking great at that. He goes, okay, go do that thing. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense. The fucking dipshit Abaddon has us just running up the center every time.
Well, yeah, I like the idea of them being traitors, but not like them being renegades. They're not devoted to any one god or anything like that. Whereas I get it. Obviously, Abaddon, he's not possessed by any. Like he still has his soul. He hasn't pledged himself to any one god or anything like that. But Abaddon is very in the weeds of trying to be the next Horus or one up Horus, and I don't know. He always fails, but then they rewrite the the lore, and oh no, what actually
no, he
happened
actually
was,
meant to do this,
Yeah.
and it succeeded. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here! 13 times he's needed 13 fucking things.
Well, yeah, because
and even then he didn't really destroy.
Each crusade was a strategic mission to do one thing. Yeah, he invaded this planet, and his forces were repelled, but he was only there to push this one button on this device at the core of the Earth to turn it from bad to good, or good to bad, and he did that, and then he went away. And at this place, again, the forces of chaos were repelled, but he was only there to get that one special dagger for the ceremony. It's like that's everything. Every crusade goes that way.
There's always something, but it's like at the same time, it's just like they're like, but look, Abaddon just took out what is it? Cadia. He fucking got his ass handed to him in a high hat on Cadia, and then in a fit of fucking pissiness, spiked a Black Fortress down. Black Fortress down onto it. Yeah, no shit. Like he, I hate Abaddon. He's just such a. He's such a shitty bad guy.
Abaddon, though, he's chaos royalty. He's living it up big time. Huron Blackheart, he's your working man's leader. I respect it. They're out there, they're getting it done, doing pirate raids. Also, in looking up facts about the Red Corsairs, under like battle cry on their wiki page, it just says their battle cry is that they transmit a tirade of expletives and threats across all Voxcast frequencies as they ambush enemy ships and settlements.
Hey, you fucking cunts!
But
we're gonna fuck your mothers!
We gotta go! Like, you're just... We interrupt this report to bring you...
I'm gonna shove my dick down your whole throat. Your throat I put in your hole, my dick's going in there. And I'm gonna fuck your mother through it. And then I'm gonna fuck your father. And I'm gonna use the blood as lubricant to fuck all your children. And I'm gonna rip them to pieces afterwards.
What in the fuck is happening?
You just said a lot of swears. Oh, shit.
I'm gonna make Ed Kemper look like a goddamn preschooler. And if you get that joke, you know what Ed Kemper did as a serial killer, and I commend you. He sawed off his mother's head and fucked her head. Just, in case you didn't know. So there's something you can think about.
I'll when I'm editing this episode, I'll decide if I want to leave that in or not. I may just say fuck it. It's a true,
I really hope you do.
That's a true crime fact. I like Huron. I like the Red Corsairs. I'm interested in learning more about them. Huron. Yeah. He's out there. He's doing piratical raids. He's a dog
doing
person.
The Lord's work.
I respect that. The man's got a pet. He's enriching his life.
His desires.
He's got the Hamadrya doing his thing. I like him.
Yeah, he's all right. He's good people.
Also, if he were to join, like if he were to take over the Black Legion, I would love like the fact that then you would have what is it, Harkin World Claimer, and him kind of in like the same.
Yeah.
Because Harkin, all I know about him is he's got that giant ass fucking like spear that you can throw as like it's like a javelin attack where you can just fucking hurl it and ruin somebody.
Hey, you know who else would be a good fucking war master of the whole fucking Chaos Legions? Fucking Honsou. He'd get shit done.
Oh god, no.
He'd get some awful shit done too, but he'd get other shit done.
He would create solutions to problems that he created.
So what's this thing called? The Demunculi? Demunculi or Dedunculus or whatever, the multiple vaginas he sewed together.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I
shoved-
forget the name of it. The demon
like-
Culaba or something.
Yeah, Demunculaba or something.
Whatever.
Either way, the things he shoves fucking into the giant vagina thing,
The lady,
and then
the lady bag.
gestates. Yeah, because he shoves people in there, and then they get to claw their way out. Yeah, super fun stuff. I get to see him like going, "Hey, I'm in charge of the whole thing now. Fucking awesome. Hey, what happens if I shove a full-size Space Marine in there? Let's see what happens there. Let's see what comes out." It's like, what are you doing? I'm experimenting, damn it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make something that wins us the war, and then out pops this fucking abomination above all abominations, and he has to fucking put it down because it just killed 100 men in less than a minute. He goes, "Ha! That was cool.
Oh, yeah.
I need to put that out in the field. I don't need it in the war camp." Like,
yeah, Honsou would look at the movie Human Centipede as a solution to world hunger. Feed them once, and then look at that perpetual energy forever. It's like
perpetual feeding. I love it.
But Honsou, what happens when somebody dies from dysentery, or like they kill themselves? You just replace the damaged connector on the machine, and it's like, oh shit,
it's not a connector. That's a person.
I don't follow. I don't understand.
Honsou's the guy that comes into a party. He's like, "Hey guys, how's it going? Did you know that we're just one continuous donut? When you think about it, we're one end of an open end to another open end, and food just simply touches our sides and then passes out of us. Yeah, that's fucking cool, bro. But we're gonna go over here now." It's like,
I don't want you here anymore.
Hey, do you want to get out of here?
Sure. This dance music is most unagreeable. Here, let me put on this documentary about making vases. It's like, God fucking damn it. Get him out of here, people. He's just...
Again, that is just a Human Centipede movie. Every time you say you have something for us, it's just that over and over again. Yes, but it's very cool, isn't it? No! Stop!
Everything can't be solved with stitching people together.
Or stitching parts of them together and shoving things inside of them. That's not how the world works. Oh, well, we'll see about that when I shove a globe in my demunculi. What is that going to do? I don't know. Maybe create a new world for all I know.
Just the fact that
just leave.
his like final, like, what he considered was ready for full-on use in production was throw a person in this giant flesh pocket, and it's going to dissolve their skin and mutate them into a space marine, and they're going to come out and they might be raving mad, and then we got to regrow their skin on them. Like, just, yeah, no, this is a good system. You gotta,
and if we can't regrow their skin, we'll just staple somebody else's skin on them. It's fine. This will work. If you thought any of this through, I don't need to think things through. I'm an action kind of guy. You prove things through actions.
This machine was no longer in use of its covering, so we shall drape it over this one's frame. It's like, yeah, Honsou, that is a flayed human there. You keep using this word, human.
Human? I don't know what that is. Like, you'll have to explain it to me later. Anyways, look at my new invention.
Meanwhile, Fabius Bile's over there like, "Whoa, telling me more about this flesh
wait
pocket."
a minute. I like where you're going with this. What would happen if, let's just say somebody had, I don't know, I'm just spitballing here, but let's say somebody had a clone of a Primarch, and we shoved that bad boy up in there. What do you think would happen? Because let's just say that clone is really starting to annoy his master because he doesn't listen, and I just need something that listens. Will it improve his listening ability if I shove him in there?
Hey, Fabius, are you talking about me?
Get back in the hole before they see you.
It's cold in there. I ate all the Cheez-Its. You got any other snacks?
Shut the fuck up.
Am I pretty?
Yes, you're very pretty. Now, please, shh. Don't let anybody see you. God damn it. That wasn't a Fulgrim clone, guys. That wasn't a Fulgrim clone. That was I made a Fulgrim head and I attached it to a renegade body just to funsies to see what would happen. That wasn't the hypothetical clone I was talking about. I don't know why that's so funny to me. These guys are all just fucking inept as shit. Like, there's just nobody with any goddamn thought. Like, Gilliman is the only one with any goddamn thought process to anything. He's the only one that can keep organization and control.
He's boring. He's the voice of reason.
Yeah,
he's the straight man.
Super fucking boring. Yeah, I know why everybody hates him because he's fucking boring, but at least he's fucking smart. Like,
no, guys, we shouldn't do this. That's not a good idea. You got like fucking oh god, who's the Nurgle Primarch?
Oh,
Mortarion. They said in unison. But you got like Mortarion that's like, what if we just fucking virus bomb the whole fucking populace and take them all out? No, Mortarion, we shouldn't do that. We can reason with them.
It's not to mention we need to replenish our troops, and this is a good, lively stock of people that live on this planet. We could utilize them in our guard corps. That would be absolutely beneficial to us if we could convince them to join us. What if I just sneeze on them a little? Kill a couple thousand.
No. I was just trying to tell you. Actually, I like our him being like from what was it from our 40K movie? No.
Jimmy Stewart. He's Jimmy Stewart.
It's great. It's a great plan you got there, Mortarion. But I just don't know about it.
What about the guard? We need to make sure.
I love the idea of him being Jimmy Stewart. Just this looking around. Well, no. Why are you praying? No, the emperor said he didn't want us to pray to him. No, this is all not great.
No, listen here. You can't be praying to the god emperor. Oh, now you got me doing it. See, this is not how we run things. Fulgrim, stop massaging yourself. It's making everybody uncomfortable. I can't work under these conditions. Mortarion, stop sneezing on your brothers. It's not polite and it's disgusting. Cover your mouth. Where is Ferris's head? Where did he go? Why is this happening?
He's just... Oh, man.
I don't know why that makes me laugh so hard, but it does. I absolutely see Robert Gilliman being fucking Jimmy Stewart all the way through. Oh my god,
that is him. That is the character forevermore. Oh man.
Oh god, why are you always so upset, Lehman? Like I tell you to go pick him up and you start fucking fighting him. It doesn't make any sense. I can't. I told you to go get Magnus and talk to him, and now everything's falling apart. What's the point of organizing you guys if you ain't gonna listen?
Fuck you and fuck your codex. No, it's a wonderful codex.
We all agreed to it when we wrote it. No, you wrote it, you asshole. Now, why are you using that kind of language? Don't be disparaging a brother.
Oh, shit.
Well, All right.
I think we're good on Trader Legions.
Or whatever this was.
I think we're up to 2 hours of because I think our last recording was an hour, or was it an hour and a half?
It was like it bordered on like an hour and 15, hour and 20. We'll see what we chop it down to after editing. But
we have talked like almost the full length of a Star Wars movie between these 2 episodes on Legions, and I don't know if we said shit about them. That's the crazy part.
Not really.
As I sit here and I reflect on these last 2 episodes, I am in such a crazy headspace with all of the news going on.
Right.
That I don't even know. 5 minutes after I've said it, I don't comprehend it anymore.
Again, I need to express, if you've made it this far in these episodes and you're with us still, expect more of this. We do not plan this out. We literally talk maybe 10 minutes before the episode goes live. And we go, hey, what do you want to talk about today? And he's like, how about this? And I'm like, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then we just go balls to the wall with whatever fucking is falling out of our brain. I love it. I don't want it to change. I love the format.
No, yeah, it's fun.
So, Drew, you got any like parting words for our listener, or maybe hopefully listeners?
We have more than one at this point.
I'm hoping.
Like what, episode 14?
Yeah.
I have a parting ad, a follow-up sponsor.
Oh,
so,
all right.
Yeah,
I love the ad money.
Okay, let me get this all plugged in here.
Do you have too many organs? Wish you could kill people with your voice? Then come on down to Fabius Bile's House of Brain Surgery and let me retrain your brain. You can find us by looking for my shed off of the corner of I-470. See you there, and be aware.